Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Warlords BATTLECRY 3 Ironman campaign mode. Last episode we finally went ahead and started our campaign. We created our hero Kaz, who is now king of the Minotaurs, I guess. Actually, is he? Is he king? I'm not actually sure. Like, who knows? Maybe he's the president of the Minotaurs. Like, I don't actually know how Minotaur society organizes itself. Like, who knows how they select their government? Actually, you know, now that I think about it, within the Minotaur faction, there's a unit called the Minotaur King. We have one of them in our retinue. So Kaz can't be a king because the Minotaur King is a separate thing. Man, like, I think the lesson here is that Minotaur, the hierarchy within Minotaur society is perhaps a little bit confusing. What's less confusing is the fact that we've had one battle and one victory. That was, I believe, at Garnak's Gap. One thing I should mention before we go straight into the campaign map is, we see right now, I've had one battle, I've had one victory, a win rate of a flawless 100%. Now you know me, I'm a completionist. I love to do things 100%. And I would so much love to beat this entire campaign without a single loss, keeping this flawless win streak going the entire time. Trouble is, I am close to 100% certain that won't happen. And the reason I say that is, well, two reasons. First one has to do with the fact that we're playing Ironman mode. If we're playing a mission and it's getting dangerous and, you know, there's a chance that we might win, but there's a significant chance that Kaz will get killed, I'm just gonna pull the plug on that and resign, and that of course is gonna not go down as a victory. It'll be a blemish on our record, but one that I'm willing to take if it comes down to it in order to keep Kaz alive. But the other reason I say that I don't expect this flawless win streak to last is occasionally the game will crash after you've started a new battle, and sometimes it'll crash so quickly that you didn't even have, like, you wouldn't even have had a chance to save your game. And if that happens, the game essentially treats it as if you deliberately exited the game through, I don't know, like Alt F4 or Control Alt Delete. And to the best of my knowledge, it won't save any game, and it'll just go down as one battle fought, but not won. And I'm pretty sure that's going to happen at some point during the series. So enjoy the flawless win, you know, streak, win ratio, whatever you want to call it. Enjoy it while it lasts. I don't expect it to continue forever. Now we're into our campaign map. Last time we conquered Garnak's Gap. That gave us +1 army point. Like, it increased the army points we have by 1. And I know last time I laid out this whole pathway that I wanted to go in this general direction. I think Skullguard, and then, you know, and then after Skullguard, maybe Bane Citadel, depending on if we can go there directly from Skullguard, or if we, you know, like, the long story short version of that is, we want to go get the Dark Dwarf capital under our control as quickly as possible. But one thing I'm gonna do before that is, I'm actually gonna go to the Realms of War, and I'm gonna take that down as quickly as I can before I do all of this, because, well, you'll see why very shortly, but it's mainly because of the bonus it's going to give us, which is increasing the army points for combat. In fact, every chance we get along the way of other areas where conquering them gives us extra army points, I'm gonna go for that because it's gonna help us out a lot. And we're gonna continue playing the Minotaurs, and now this is the first map where we have special rules. We have to kill the most enemies in 30 minutes. You can also win by just conquering your enemies, but if through some fluke the game lasts 30 minutes, you will win if you had the most kills. And right now we can only play as the Minotaurs. So let's go ahead and see if we have enough points to bring our... Ooh, we do. We get a lot of retinue points. So one thing you'll notice is we have 31 points. We would have had 30, but we got 1 extra point because of the territory we conquered. To bring units into battle with you for the start, you need to spend these points, and you won't always have excuse me, you won't always have the same amount of points. It'll vary from battle to battle. Some will have a huge amount, some will have a tiny amount. And I know for a fact across this map there are battles or regions where if you try to conquer them without any points bonuses, I would not be able to take Volkrad in with me. And right now Volkrad is only, like, he only has 3 medals. His level isn't the highest that it could be. The higher level he gets, the more expensive it'll be to bring him in. And don't want to get into too many battles where I'm going in without heavy support, because that's gonna be, you know, a huge trump card in our favor while playing hardcore mode essentially, is that we've got this huge guy who can not only run around and kill enemy heroes, but also, being a general, being part of the general class of unit, or the class of, like, I'm explaining it poorly, but each faction has a unit which is called a general, and those generals, well, first of all, they're going to be strong in combat, and they'll have special abilities, but also they can convert, excuse me, let me just get some water. They can convert structures, including mines and enemy buildings, just like your hero can. Now, they won't be as quick as your hero, but they will be very useful to have, because any extra boost you can get at the beginning of the map is going to be vital. Now, enough talking. We're just gonna go into it, into the realms of war, and see how we do. Hopefully we have the map explored. We do not. This is not good. Fortunately, we do have a nice open map. Because of the one item that we got in the last map, the thing that improves our merchant skill, I'll show it just now. Because of this thing, the Knight's Staff, which is improving our merchant by 1, we're getting a slight bonus compared to what we would have had for our prices that we're paying. I'm gonna build a second ziggurat right now, because as with before, one of these is gonna be upgrading. The other one is going to be producing thralls to put into our mines, and since this one got built first, straight away I'm gonna start getting some thralls, and Volkrad has finished up with his Ooh, I nearly boxed him in there. It is possible to, you know, with these big units, to essentially trap them by building structures around them, but fortunately Volkrad had a way to get out. And oh, the blue guy is already getting kills, so we need to get a move on. What I'm gonna do is, before I do anything fancy, I want to lock Volkrad so that he is always visible to me, and I'm gonna start putting some of my units inside towers to give those towers a boost. And what do I want to do now? I want to start... I can't... I need to start getting more mines. And I'm so paranoid, I'm not even moving my hero outside. Maybe I shouldn't... See, if I take my eye off of him, and if we happen to run across a hero who is of the assassin class, that could be the end of this entire campaign in a split second, and that is my main worry. That is why I am playing like a total coward, sticking my hero inside a tower in my base, when I could be using him to walk around, explore, and get additional resources. But instead, I'm sitting back. We are lagging behind right now, but don't you worry. As soon as we find out where somebody is, like anybody, any sort of opponent would be nice. Okay, at least we found a bridge. And we're gonna take this bridge. Okay. I am less tense this time around because we do have our Minotaur King from the start. He's gonna help us out a tremendous amount. I'm surprised I haven't run into any. I'm gonna build a lookout. I'm surprised we haven't run into anyone else. Not only that, I haven't found even any mines to convert. Oh, well, here's something. Here's something very useful, actually. A quarry, but it seems it's really out of the way. The purple player controls it currently. I'm gonna take it, because stone is gonna be great. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna start... it's gonna be expensive, but eventually what the lookout will give us is this bonus, far seeing, which will remove the fog of war, and also any unexplored part of the map will also be revealed. And I'm just gonna carry on doing more of that. By more of that, I mean by more of that, I mean upgrading our ziggurat. Oh, and we've already gotten that one. God, seriously, where is everyone? Like, I'm actually getting nervous. Like, 20% of the time has gone by, and I haven't found anyone. I swear, if I lose, it'll be pretty embarrassing. After all this talk of I'll only lose games in extraordinary circumstances, if... okay, this is good. We're close to somebody's main base. Let's go ahead and swipe their high level.
New buildings are available.
Let's build a smithy. Yeah, I was gonna say,
Research
let's just
complete.
swipe their high level mines while they're not looking. Oh, these are
Your
minotaurs.
buildings are under attack.
Okay. Yep, you can't carry on converting while you're actively being attacked. Which makes sense, because that would be a... That would just be a bit much. But
Buildings are under attack.
wait, who's attacking what? Is somebody trying to convert our buildings?
No, master, no.
Are they? Is that what's happening? I hope not. Anyway... One thing I didn't do
Research
in
complete.
the last battle, because it ended up being pretty frantic, was I didn't give a lot of tutorial information, or, you know, general information about the faction I was playing, or about how to play the game. I was just a bit too nervous about a bunch of things, including whether the game would record properly, whether I would remember how to play properly, whether... Okay, we need to get as many kills as we can. Right now we are joint in... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna... I'm gonna... What I was gonna say was I'm gonna let their main base stand for a while. And there's a rationale for that. The rationale being it will spawn units for us to kill. What I will do though, I will kill any animals that I see walking across, because those animals will give us a bit of healing. We are still only in joint first place. Alright. Don't want to take unnecessary damage from towers. Okay, let's... Alright, yeah, we need to take out this guy. Alright. This is what I'm gonna do. I am... No. Let's back off a little bit, actually. Ooh, and I've been neglecting this stuff. Let's just get a whole bunch of... research done. Alright. Let's get some more kills, come on. Let's not get killed by a tower, come on. Let's destroy this tower before it gets built. And then kill whoever was building it. Taking us further into the lead. Let's kill this guy. Like, I hate to be killing civilians, but... You know, it's the rules of the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. I mean, I guess you can hate me too. Like, can't really stop you if that's what you're inclined to do. But you know, it's up to you. It's a free country. Right, we're up to 10 kills, getting more and more bonuses. So yeah, one thing that I was trying to say probably a minute or so ago before I got distracted was that I haven't really gone into detail about the Minotaurs and their strengths and shortcomings as a faction. Now, their strengths are kind of obvious looking at this game. and the last game. And I would say their biggest strength is definitely their general, the Minotaur King. Their biggest weakness is their lack of diversity.
Research complete.
They just don't have that many units. I'll build their arena, even though I don't really need it that much. But I'll build it just to show you what sort of unit variety we're looking at. And it's not gonna be great. Okay. Getting a little bit nervous because I resized the screen a little bit. Let me fix that. What I was gonna say was, I'm getting a little bit nervous because I've been sitting here trying to farm up kills from this part of the map, not really looking at what's been going on in the other parts of the map. So maybe I should leave these guys alone for a bit. Let me kill this dude first. Let me kill this guy, and then I'll start walking towards the right side of the screen, trying to not get hit by
Research complete.
towers as I go.
Research complete.
Yeah, let's get some of this. And let's start getting far-seeing. That'll be important, because it'll mean we don't have to do the exploration manually. And our Minotaur King is almost healed up. And as you've seen, he heals up by killing animals. And it won't just heal him, but if he's poisoned or diseased, that will also be fixed by virtue of... okay, this is a... It's only a shaman. What are you doing, dude? You can't just stop attacking. And now he's faster than you. Sometimes the AI really frustrates me. Elf, and what a pro move by that hero, running through an area that my Minotaur King was too large to get him. It's a complete fluke, obviously. The AI is not smart enough to actually plan something like that. But still, you know, I've gotta... Like, I'm not even mad. That was kind of funny. Alright.
An enemy hero has been destroyed.
Oh, did we kill him, or no? Someone else killed him. But if someone else killed him, that might mean that his item is lying on the ground. Where did he get killed? I don't know. Ooh, the green guy is catching
Your
up.
buildings are under attack.
Probably there, right? Yeah. So, back to the Minotaurs and their unit variety. So far, let me build another one of their structures, the pen.
Yes, master.
So they've got their basic Minotaurs, which you can upgrade with their with the ironworks, which is kind of like their version of a blacksmith. They've got the pen, where you can produce your own sheep to be consumed by your Minotaurs for healing. You can also make basilisks, which will generate extra stone if they kill units. You also have Minotaur shamans that you can build from the henge,
New armies are
as well as Minotaur kings, which you can build eventually after you get the level 5 upgrade. And now we've got Farseeing, we can see the entire map. What we need to do is start hunting things down, because I want to guarantee this victory. Alright, now this is a bit of an issue, going up against so many ranged units, but I think we'll be able to do this. We need to take out this guy. Alright, now the green guy was the main threat, because he was in second place, and he was running around with this deadly pack of ranged enemies, and he was about to encroach on our base. So it was fortuitous that we ran into him right there. We killed several birds with one giant axe right there. And so these are the two units you get at the henge.
New buildings are available.
In addition to that, you also have the Eyrie. Now,
An enemy has been vanquished.
Yes, master.
every faction can build this or some equivalent, which is where you get flying units. Now, oh yeah, and there's one thing that I haven't built yet, which is their... Actually, no, I have built it. It's just the Ironworks. It also builds siege weapons. Now, it seems like an okay array of units, but the problem is they are severely lacking when it comes to ways to damage enemies at range. They've got catapults, but they are not very good. They're just not. They are inaccurate, they are slow, not just slow to fire, but slow to move, and if a single decent melee unit gets close to them, he can just destroy an entire, you know, squad of catapults. So you not only have to have them, you have to have something else guarding them, and it's just way more trouble than it's worth. The only somewhat quick ranged unit they have that is also capable of defending itself is the Minotaur Shaman. And yes, the Shamans do a decent amount of damage, especially if you give them this upgrade. They're also pretty expensive, pretty difficult to produce in large numbers quickly. So they're not necessarily gonna be what wins the game for you. Also, their range isn't as good as it could be. They will be outranged by a lot of other strong ranged units. That's why the Minotaurs just don't have a lot of versatility. They have one strong thing. Every time you play as Minotaurs, your one and only goal essentially is getting Minotaur Kings and then steamrolling. And everything else you build, you could build a few regular Minotaurs, you could build a few Minotaur Shamans, Basilisks, you know, some sheep to get you going in the interim, but all of that is just stalling until you start getting your Minotaur Kings going, and wow, I am getting really, really nervous because the green guy is catching up to us, because I have just been sitting here talking, running my mouth, while the game is slipping away from me. I need to get my head in the game. I need to get some kills. What I need to attack the green guy, because right now he's just getting way too many kills. I'm gonna save again. Do I want to attack the blue guy? No, I want to let him be. Sure, I'll get as many upgrades as I can, even though I don't really need them anymore. Alright, I'm gonna start going towards the green dude. I'm even gonna take down this tower and take some damage in the process. Couple more kills. feeling a bit safer now, but if these guys have a battle, like a big battle among themselves, like see this guy is sending bats towards this enemy, and these bats are just getting instantly killed, and then that's adding to their kill total, which is just making me very sad. Alright. Of course, if I can kill these bats, if I can intercept them, then I'm getting all those kills instead. Alright. You see, the blue guy sent 3 bats, and all 3 are gonna get killed, giving 3 kills to the blue guy. And I think, like, I'm forced to attack him now. Oh, I'm also forced to flee, because I am getting swarmed a little bit. Okay, let me reposition. Alright, let me take out these basilisks. Alright, now I'm feeling significantly more confident, 20 points ahead. No, I don't wanna kill the... Oh no. I'm trying to attack the bat. But I guess... Don't. Alright, I think it's time to pull back. And what happened here? Why is this damaged? Fortunately, nothing happened to the tower that my hero was in. Alright. Yep. The final thing you can build in an area once you fully upgrade it is dragons. And honestly, dragons in this game, nice to have, not as impressive as you might think. There are lots of strong counters to them, including some very basic units if they have the right upgrades. But still, if you're attacking a group of enemies that aren't prepared for dragons, they can do a lot of damage. I'm gonna get the last upgrade for the shamans. I'm doing it this way. I could have tried to wipe out the enemies early with my Minotaur King, but I'm taking things a bit slow because I feel like the first game I played, I was a bit too jumpy. This one I want to be a bit more How is the green guy getting so many kills? It's because the blue guy is giving him all the... Oh my god. Every time I try to relax, it's just one... It's just one thing after another. Oh my god. Every time I think of... Okay, surely now I've done enough. What I need to do is I need to stand here in the middle of these two guys and essentially be, you know, like UN peacekeepers, they stand in the middle to prevent two sides from fighting each other, except instead of preventing these guys from fighting each other, I just want to kill both of them. Of course, I don't want my guy to die. Let me save. I will save Scum if my dude gets killed. And he is very close to getting killed right now. Let me just, It's so hard to pinpoint click on these flying units as they're going by. I think... I know I've said this a couple times and backtracked both times, but I think we're safe now. I think, surely... Surely, with a lead of over 20, with less than 4 minutes to go. If I keep my guy here, and if I keep continuing to get, you know, the odd kill here and there, I think we should be safe. Alright, I need to stay away from those ranged units though, is what I need to do. And I need to keep picking off these bats whenever I see them. Alright. You know what I should do? I should just destroy their area because... Actually, no, their area is fine. I should destroy the blue guy's area because he's the one feeding all these kills to the green guy. Man. Again, this is interfering with the plan I had for this episode, which was, I'll be nice and relaxed, I'll show off everything the Minotaurs have. Oh, this is one thing I didn't show. This is something that... okay, morale is a stat in this game. I don't think I'll have enough time to fully show what it does. Well, we'll see if this even researches by the time the game ends. But assuming it does, I'll get to show you what morale does. I think we'll get to see one of those, probably not all of those, one of those morale upgrades. Alright, now I'm pretty comfortable. With 2 minutes to go, surely...
Buildings are under attack.
Okay, that's what's happening.
Research complete.
Oh yeah, even though they destroyed our lookout, because we had that researched,
Your buildings are under attack.
it because we had it researched, it persists. So fortunately, you don't need to keep the buildings around in order to retain the bonuses they gave you. But I'll build it again, because why not? With under a minute to go, sadly, I won't have a chance to show you what morale does, because I'm just gonna focus on the action here, and I could kill this guy, and now I'm gonna start bringing Volkrad home. And yeah, there really isn't much time at all left in this game to explain much, although I think we did get a pretty good sense of what the Minotaurs have, and more importantly of what they don't have, right? They've got a very thin roster when it comes to units that they can pick from, and it's really only one unit in terms of what you might call a game winner. And we've won. We've won. Now we just gotta make sure nobody gets killed during this long victory sequence.
You are victorious.
Oh, you know what? I messed up. What I should have done was I should have trained a second Minotaur King to bring into the retinue, and deliberately kept him low level, specifically for maps where they don't give us enough points to take Volkrad in. But you know what, we can do that in the next battle. I'm sure one of the next battles will give us a chance to take Volkrad in, and then we can do that. Alright, let's go on to the next level. Now we gotta choose a specialty, and yes, this is what I wanted. Wanted to be an assassin, which gives us more strength. Fantastic. Ooh, this is amazing. So sometimes you will, for free, get high-level units. I think it's only the generals as officers that you can take into your retinue. It's based on which faction you play as. So even though we didn't train any Minotaur Kings, randomly we got the chance to recruit another one into our retinue. So this makes up for my mistake of not training one in the match itself. And now we have the Realms of War. View ranges isn't bad, but I don't want to get too distracted. I think after this victory, we are going to continue with my original plan, which is pushing westward. And we're going to go into Skullguard Keep next. But that's going to be all for this episode. Let me just... and you know what, no need to go into the main menu, we'll stay in this menu. Let's just look at the state of the world right now. We are tied with the Barbarians and the High Elves and the Dark Elves in having 3 regions. The Dark Dwarves have 4 regions, but I think that's because they were above us in the turn order, so they got to have their turn before us. So it's not... It's like, you know, in sports where there's a league and one team has more wins than the second place team, but because of the scheduling, they also played one more game. So the second team still has to catch up. I think that's probably what's gone on here. So really, we are basically still tied with the Dark Dwarves. Although what they do or don't do is irrelevant to us, because we're gonna conquer them pretty soon. So yeah, that's how things stand right now. Another battle, another success, another step along our road to conquest in the battle for Etheria. I hope you'll I hope you enjoyed this one. I think it was a slightly more exciting battle, had some more combat, had some tense moments there actually. A lot more tense than I thought it was going to be. And we also got to see in a more in-depth way what the Minotaurs have to offer. So I think we got a lot done in this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I also hope you'll join me for the next one. So until then, take care.